Yeah, and David Moyes makes one change from the 1-0 home win over Southampton, with Antonio replacing Ings up front. Defensively, West Ham have looked good with a partnership between Aguero and Zuma getting better all the time. In midfield, Rice sits, allowing Souček to advance, but too many times Souček and Paquetá are getting each other's way. Top scorers Bowen and Benrahma will drift inside to join in, so it's important Antonio stretches the game to create space.
Over on the other side, Newcastle looking to qualify for European football for the first time in 11 years, going with this lineup today.
Yeah, and Eddie Howe makes two changes from the 2-0 home win over Manchester United, with Wilson and Joe Ellington coming in for Willock and Isak. Newcastle's defensive structure has been excellent, with Byrne making a back three to allow Trippier to go forward. In midfield, Guimaraes dictates the tempo, whilst Longstaff and Joe Ellington get forward into space created by Wideman Murphy and St Maximin keeping the width. Up from Wilson loves scoring against West Ham, and that will be part of Howe's reasoning to bringing him into the starting 11.
One chasing fourth, the other eyeing fourth bottom, both with a chance to make substantial inroads into those ambitions. For tonight's winner, the table will look better than it's looked for weeks. For the vanquished, fate will be in the balance. Here's Jarrod Bowen taking on Dan Burn. They travelled a long way and it's somehow dug clear. Only as far as Declan Rice. Plenty of credit to Bruno Guimaraes in the midst of that.
It was almost an own goal from Bruno Guimaraes. Tracking back into the box. It was his touch that ended up hitting the post. What a run from Jarrod Bowen. Had the pace on Dan Burn, who couldn't keep up with him. Slippy surface, the rain is teeming down at the London Stadium. And Newcastle get away with one early on.
Dan Burn, the tallest player on the pitch. Always in there lurking. Trippier to take it. Excellent defensive header and taking it out of the danger area, but only for a moment. St Maximin driving back in. It's a perfect start for Newcastle United. He's done it against the Hammers again. Callum Wilson cannot stop having an effect on this fixture. 5 minutes in which West Ham have been the better team, but in the 6, they fall behind.
Well, they could easily have been ahead, West Ham, and yet they find themselves behind. And it's that man again against West Ham. Alan St Maximin has had his criticism about his end product. What can he deliver? Well, he delivers the perfect ball for Callum Wilson. There's nobody near him on that 6-yard line, and he just guides his header past Fabianski. Great work from Alan St Maximin. It's on a plate for Callum Wilson. He can't miss, and he doesn't. A really good goal. Good header into the corner.
Young or old, the delight unanimous on the faces of those Newcastle United supporters. Callum Wilson's 11th goal in 13 games in his career against West Ham United. That's an excellent run forward and the flag has stayed down. Fabianski out, nothing he can do about that. And now the flag comes up. And Joelinton was anticipating it by the look of it.
It looks like it's Emerson that's the deepest, and he's well on. He's well onside.
Well, there's going to be a big roar from the Newcastle fans in a minute. Joelinton wasn't sure, but loves the news. Those travelling Geordies in raptures again. And inside 15 minutes, West Ham find themselves 2 down and with Everest to climb.
How easy is this really for Joelinton to run through that West Ham defence? They thought he was off. Great composure once he gets into that position to take it round the goalkeeper and slide it home. As I said, he started really high, and West Ham haven't tracked him, and he's punished them.
It's Paquetá that takes it. Good save, Nick Pope. West Ham's first shot on target of the night needed dealing with.
Well, the wall did its job, prevented him going over the top of it, and Pope just dealt with the side that he was supposed to deal with.
So Zuma forward again. Again. And Souček in there. Oh, it's into a great area. Nick Pope came to attack it, didn't get anywhere near it. Kurt Zuma heads West Ham United back into the game.
They needed that, West Ham. 2-0 down, struggling, desperate for some inspiration. And it's Kurt Zuma that provides it. He travels a long way, unopposed. He's desperate to get on the end of it. Pope scrambling. He gets slightly bumped by Antonio, which just gives Zuma the room to come in at the far post and nod home. But he attacks it so well. Runs 15 yards to get on the end of that. Just what West Ham needed before half-time.
Many more signs of life. You know, it's in claret and blue in the last 5 minutes or so than previously. And the first yellow card of the game shown by Craig Pawson. Poor challenge from Emerson.
And the West Ham crowd appreciate the effort. They appreciate a big tackle. And we've just seen one there from Emerson. He nicks in front of Murphy, but he gets the man first. A little nick on his right ankle.
Oh, again, caught in possession, and right at the start of the second half, Newcastle score again. Daylight restored, delight unconfined. Callum Wilson scores his second of the game. It's a comedy of errors for West Ham United. They've shot themselves in the foot, having got themselves back into the game. All of that hard work swiftly undone within 20 seconds of the restart.
It is an absolute shocker from West Ham. David Moyes bent over, can't believe what he's just seen. Again, was slightly nervy with his header back to Fabianski, and he's too casual on the ball, robbed of possession, and it's the worst possible start for West Ham to the second half. They showed a lot of spirit in that first period. They could have gone under when they went 2-0 down. They've got it all to do again because they're 2 goals behind once more. And said that Callum Wilson doesn't miss from 6 yards. That's 2 he scored from there.
Scamper, the ball actually held up on the wet turf for him. Oh, good play. Wilson, fantastic leading of the line there. So Maximan helping it on beautifully, getting the return ball as well. What a goal this would be. Fabianski denying them. And then Jolinton can't get his shot away in time. The head in the hands of Murphy, who knows. What a big opportunity that was to make it 4-1.
Well, I've talked about Antonio coming to link the play at the other end, and Callum Wilson does it superbly. But what you need as well after that is runners beyond. And that's exactly what they get, Newcastle. Their physical output has been outstanding. And what a save from Fabianski. It was great link play. Great link play.
Here's Trippier. Another wonderful pass. So man driving forward, getting the shot in. That's a good stop. Well, Fabianski single-handedly stopping this from getting embarrassing in the second half.
Yeah, one pass opens up that West Ham defence, and St. Maximin's running at them again. Fabianski has made a couple of really good saves in this second half. He's won a bit of possession in that middle of the pitch and just kept the pressure on.
Good play by Gordon to start this move. Guimaraes playing it forward. Oh, Fabianski, what a mistake! West Ham have been architects of their own downfall throughout the course of the night. And this time the veteran goalkeeper is punished by Alexander Isak. Plenty for him to do, but he did it with style and aplomb. And Newcastle United's bandwagon just keeps on rolling.
It's been an awful night for David Moyes and West Ham. Defensively, they've been all over the show. Wilson unmarked for the first. Joe Linton not tracked for the second. An Egard error for the third. And Fabianski makes a howler for the fourth. They've been pretty good at the back this season, West Ham. But tonight, they've been awful. It's a cool finish. An empty goal to aim at. But boy, have West Ham been poor at the back.
Borne turning around the corner for Paquetá. Newcastle converged on him from all angles, and now will look to break quickly. Joe Linton taking the ball into his stride. Can Newcastle score a fifth? You bet they can. It's been another sensational night in a sensational season for Newcastle United. Picking West Ham off with nearly every attack. Joelinton supplying the ultimate hammer blow to David Moyes' man.
Absolutely brilliant from the Geordies. They've been exceptional on the counter-attack, but this has been a defensive disaster class from West Ham. Joe Linton has been exceptional. He's covered every single blade of the London Stadium. And he's completed the evening in emphatic fashion, drilling it into the bottom corner past Fabianski.
While it took him some time to get going in front of goal as a Newcastle United player, he's up to 20. The boos speak volumes. A chastening night at the Hammer House of Horrors. West Ham's string of individual defensive errors costing them dearly, and Newcastle plundered the points. 2 for Wilson, 2 for Joelinton, 5 in all as they consolidate third spot. Newcastle's delaying tactics might be a hot topic of conversation, but dreams of a Champions League return certainly aren't a waste of time. This one finishes West Ham 1, Newcastle 5.